Delegates to the Conservative Convention in Calgary have been hard at work today debating party policy. They've been voting on a variety of changes to the party's constitution in their Saturday session. Later, they'll get down to business on a number of resolutions that could be contentious inside the party and out. And in the background lurks the ongoing Senate expenses scandal, which the Prime Minister addressed in a speech to delegates last night. It's also the talk in the hallways of the convention site. The CBC's Hannah Thibedeau is at the convention site in Calgary and joins us now with more on the day. So, Hannah, how has the voting on these resolutions been going so far today?
Went through a bunch of technical ones. That's more on the constitutional side of the party. Now they've just moved into the policy side. So these are the types of things that we could potentially see become official policy of the Conservative Party of Canada and then be put forward in the 2015 election campaign. So they're starting right now with this one is a policy on providing new immigrants and Canadians with foreign qualifications. So they say to provide opportunities. So that's what they're talking about right now. The debate is going on behind me. They will vote on this in just a few minutes from now. But there are also a lot of other policy resolutions that piqued my interest. One of the ones has to do with euthanasia. The Conservative Party, the grassroots, believes shouldn't support any legislation to support euthanasia or assisted suicide. That's one. And then there's another one from BC MP Mark Warwa. And what his is about his motion says it's sex-selective pregnancy termination. So what this is to not allow abortions of predetermined sex, and what he's talking about in particular of girls. So take a listen to what he has to say, and it's interesting. There's no mention of abortion in this motion either. So listen to Mark Warwa.
The issue is not about abortion. The issue is about respecting life and not discriminating against girls. And we know in the world right now it's over 200 million missing girls because of the discrimination that's practiced around the world. And so it's wrong to say you're going to end a pregnancy because it's a girl. We don't value girls. Well, that's wrong.
So that is something that will be on the floor a little bit later, Nancy, but also one that did pass. And this was a resolution that was interesting in the constitutional ones, is the Conservative Fund of Canada. And what the grassroots wanted here is they wanted to have financial reports presented to them at these meetings. And that one did pass. So we'll see if that happens at the next resolutions or at the next convention, excuse me. And really what they want to do is they want to keep track of the money that they donate to the Conservative Party of Canada. They want to know what it's spent on.
Yeah, interesting, and I suppose that particular resolution resonates because of the controversy over the Conservative Party paying for Senator Mike Duffy's legal fees. Speaking of senators and the Senate, is the Senate scandal no longer the talk of the convention? Has that been set aside, or does it figure into any of today's debate?
Well, it's not going to be officially debated on the floor here, but in the hallways, it definitely still is the talk of this convention. It really dominated the first couple of days. Today, they are trying to focus on policy, but still in the hallways, this is a discussion because it's something that the Prime Minister did bring up in his speech last night. And when I was asking what the delegates thought, there were some delegates who said, look, just because the Prime Minister addressed it last night, that was good enough for them. However, some of them wanted him to go a bit farther. They wanted to hear a bit of an apology, even if it was an itty-bitty one. They wanted to hear him take some form of saying that he had done something maybe a little bit wrong and should have changed those things. So those are the types of things that you were hearing in the hallways last night. But today, what they're trying to do is focus on policy here at the convention.
Good to know. Hannah, thanks for the latest on this.